To be a very fast pod. We got 5 more spaces. 5 more spaces. What? We're forming pods of 10. You two and you two. This gentleman make 5 people. We're going to learn 5 more people right here, right now. 5 more people, and then you're going to launch together.
Second round is 2 pads of paper with people signing in. Originally, we wanted, when people broke up into groups, to have one moderator, ideally, one moderator, and everybody be able to sign in their contact information on that.
Yeah, they even asked.
Not everything can go as planned, am I right? I'm right.
Yeah.
But we're here.
With a clipboard.
We're here today, Occupy Wall Street in Lake Worth, Florida. What do we have to say, girls?
Time for a change. Time for a change and our voices to be heard.
Well, the numbers got to grow to make it work better. Everybody tell everybody to come out next week with more than, bring 2 or 3 people with you.
Absolutely. Awareness.
Mostly older people.
Okay.
So I figured I'd try to not so older people. We're here for what project?
Burrito project.
Burrito project.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called. Burrito. That's
You
right.
heard about it? No, it's we gather and we hand food out to the homeless and we hang out with them. Listen and talk with them. But I heard about Occupy through some friends and I figured I'd come check it out.
Okay.
Being as we are the next generation, I should get involved in at least figuring out what's going on.
It's undiagnosed.
It's very insidious too. It's very insidious. People that have it don't realize that they even have it. They don't think that they're greedy because it's a very insidious type of disease. It creeps in and it gets into the soul and it brings along a lot of apathy with it.
Yes, it does.
I represent the 99%.
And we want to show our numbers. This is a peaceful organization of people, of leaders and spokespersons.
No political affiliation. Our information comes from individual occupants. Is that we are the government. We are what? The purpose of writing is to explain to the people through the Constitution that we have the supreme power in this land.
Our goals.
Everyone wants to know those.
Everyone wants to know those. Include but are not limited to empowering the American people to voice their concern in a diplomatic
And productive way.
by providing a platform
For people to be heard,
communicating the facts
in a cohesive and easy to understand fashion.
most of this recession
Was manipulated by the 1%.
Pass a law
That they can no longer vote the way that they want to.
or the way corporations
Or lobbyists tell them to. Or the way the president tells them to.
they must vote the way the vote is cast.
We control the way the vote is cast.
By voting, we control.
Next year in 2012,
In the year of redistricting,
which means the Florida Senate and congressmen will have to run again. We encourage everyone to make sure that they vote.
to make sure that they vote.
If they want to be heard.
If they
Want to be heard.
I like it. Who is that?
I don't know.
We are the future.
Yeah, they're ready for it.
They're training them well. Woohoo! Freedom. Tribute police here, and they seem very nice. What do you think?
Can't give you my opinion, man.
No? Can you? What do you think about the demonstration down here?
I'm very glad that it's nice and peaceful. That's what I think.
Absolutely.
People should be allowed to speak out their minds. And
government fails to implement sensible education policies for our children. Confinement, torture, and slaughter of billions of animals on factory farms and in vivisection labs. Corporate lobbyists who serve the interests of the wealthiest and most powerful 1% of our country have crippled our nation. We are here to proclaim that we are taking our government back! This government does not represent the will and the interests of the American people. We can do better! We can do better as a nation, and we will! My name is Andrew Kirschner. I have never made a dime in my community helping the causes that I believe in. I have been a volunteer in Dane, Broward, and Palm Beach for 20 years as a big brother, working at shelters and helping for other causes. I recently gave up on the two-party political system. I announced that I am challenging Alan West in District 22.
Pleasure to see you here today.
Good seeing you. Good seeing everybody.
We have the highest economy in the world at $14 trillion GDP. The second highest economy in the world is China at a steadily rising 5 trillion GDP. No other GDP comes close to us. We have moved since the New Deal of Roosevelt after World War II to a service-based economy. That's an economy where healthcare thrives, banking institution, private banking. That's where we thrive. We need to move a little bit more towards manufacturing. We need to be less dependent on foreign oil. Germany's energy, 25% of it comes from renewable sources. Why are we dependent on nuclear and coal? It doesn't make any sense. To a more progressive government where we are less dependent upon things that waste our taxpayer dollars. It's not fair. The Federal Reserve is about as federal as FedEx. It is a private institution. It is not for the people, yet is on every single dollar bill that we own. This is not fair. This needs to change.
Yes, absolutely.
And in regards to elections, the people need to decide, not the electoral cabinet. That's not fair. This country has only been debt-free one time in its whole inception, and that's been since Andrew Jackson. Why? Because he said, my greatest accomplishment on my deathbed, I can say, has been I killed the bank, the central bank that has now been established in the United States of America.
You also killed most of the Indians.
You killed most of the Indians. But to be fair, he did something for all of us that we wish we could have. A dollar that doesn't belong to another person out in the world. And that's what we need. We need change, and that's why we're all here today. We need reform. We need to end police brutality that's happening all over the country. 5 days ago, a woman was raped at gunpoint in New York City by a police officer. There needs to be justice taken against police brutality.
The time for direct democracy is now.
What our group discussed was the influence of corporations and money in society. Too many of our institutions are captured by the 1%. We are the elderly, the youth, the middle-aged. There's no accountability, there's transparency. We all come from different sectors of society. We are not Democrats, we're not Republicans. We are the elderly, the youth, the middle-aged. There has never been anything like this in the history of the world. We must keep trying, and we will not fail. We must never give up. The 1% is stronger now because they have united and they keep as one unified bloc. We must do the same and we will defeat them. Today marks the end of their control. Today marks the end of their control. No more. Yeah. Today we take back our world. Today we take back our world.
My name is John. This is Sloan.
I want her to have an education.
I want her to have access access to food. I want her to have adequate medical care. And I want her to have the opportunity, the same chance at success the Bush children have. I want her to know that our borders are safe. And I want our troops home. We don't need them over there. We don't need them over there. I thank you all for coming out. And I'm really encouraged for her future and my own. The beginning is here. The beginning is here.
Today, that is over the age that you might say you're not young anymore. Shake hands with these young people.
Shake hands with these young people.
We, this generation, created a legacy for you, the young people. Corporate America is trying to steal it. They want to convince you that Social Security and Medicare isn't viable. Social Security has never missed a payment since 1941. Who has the best reputation, Social Security or Wall Street? Who do you trust, Social Security or Wall Street? When you retire, Social Security will be there for you. Medicare will be there for you.
Our goal is to make sure that Wall Street isn't.
They're 65, 70 years of age. You can't go out and work and make money to pay for it.
We are not a mob, but we are a voice.
You used roads to drive your trucks over. You have protection from police officers. If someone wants to burn your factory, the firemen are there for you. And all we ask in return is that we help make you rich. So please don't starve us to death.
Let's go visit the 1%.
Where the 1% live. I just want to say two things about class warfare and taxes.
When rich people don't pay their fair share, teachers' salaries get cut. That's class warfare. We pay our fair share.
We